Hey guys, welcome back to Easel Does It Studio. My name is Michelle and we are going to do a fun one today. So as you can see, I've got a little bit of everything. So I mixed up 4 ounces of my Let's Resin Fast Cure. It's a 1-to-1 ratio because this is just a wood like charcuterie board. I painted it in black and I let it dry. So this first step is kind of going to be a little bit quicker process than the next step. So I am just grabbing me a couple of skeletons to see which one I want to use. Oh my gosh, these bags. All right. So I have that one and then I have this one. To me, this one looks more realistic. So we're going to go with that. I have already cut one apart. So, and then I have the bones. I have a little coffin. I have got a couple of little tombstones. Those are going to come later. The bones are kind of what I'm going to need first off. All right, I'm going to put that there just in case I need some more. So first, I want to try to figure out where I kind of want things before I dump my resin in. Just so I have like kind of an idea. So I'm thinking, it's my snippers here. I think I'm just, instead of using like the whole skeleton piece, I'm going to just use, oop. All right, where'd you go? Where did you go, bone? We lost a bone. He went flying. And I am gonna cut his head off. All right. So I think we're gonna, oh yeah, maybe like that. All right. And I do have like some trees. I've got different kinds of trees. So I'm making a small version. I've been thinking about a bigger one, and I'm just, because I want to do a bigger one for the Halloween collaboration. And I'm just seeing if I can find my little bone that went flying. And of course not. When I go to vacuum though, I'll find it. It sucks up in my vacuum. All right, so we're just gonna cut another section off this guy. All right, because you know, we want a full skeleton, minus the back of him. And I think I'm gonna have his feet kind of sticking up. And yeah, I'm gonna want the thumbs going in. All right. So we'll kind of do something like that. I want a couple of trees. And then we're gonna I have some tombstones. I have a big one. I don't know if I'm going to use the big one on this or save it. Although it looks really good. And then I also have a coffin that I want to put this head in. And I think we're going to do that. And then we can add, I have this is one of the flower arrangements that I had made. And I had this in here, like that. And they never sold. I mean, I was selling these for $25 and they just never sold. So I figured we could just dissect it and take pieces and, you know, maybe put a few leaves in here and there. So the first thing that I'm going to do is, now that I kind of see where I want the bulk of the things, I don't know if I'm going to use any fence. I might put it in once the resin gets like tacky so I can like squish it down in there. If not, I do have the new Let's Resin bonding UV resin, so I can always use some of that. So now that I have like a basic idea in my little pea brain of where I want, I gotta just move some stuff out of my way. And I know I'm gonna want this. I don't need that right there. All right, gotta get me some rum. And I'm not worried too much about the bubbles because I also have some acorns, some green moss, some like hay. So, and I am going to, actually, let me do that first. I'm going to get one of my little medicine cups and we're going to pour a little bit of resin because I want to put a little bit of glow in the dark around my bones. So let me, and this is the Handmade craft glitter. This one glows so good, you guys. So I am just gonna put a bunch in here. Because like I said, I just, and I mean, I poured way too much resin, but you know, I'm sure I'll find something to pour it into. So I know I don't have as much of a working time with this particular resin, so we're gonna just get it poured, and then, because I want my bones to be like in some of the resin. So I made 4 ounces. I don't know how much I'm gonna need. So I just want a thin layer. I mean, thin, but thick enough to have the, you know, the bottom covered, and so that's why I painted the bottom, the bottom of this tray black, because I wanted it to be like dark, you know, dark night ground or whatever, the earth. And I don't really want to get any on the outside, so I'm going to just bring it to the edge carefully. Now this part of the board is really light, so I'm going to spin it so that I think I'm going to put that as the back, because that's where I'm going to decorate and try to put some of those leaves. So this is the project I've been trying to work out in my brain for, oh God, a couple of weeks now. And I had to start taking the pieces and like running it on the board so that I could like visually like see what I was kind of going for. All right, so I'm gonna spray that with a little alcohol to get some of these bubbles popping. And like I said, I mean, you're really not gonna see a lot of it, but I'd like to get some of them out. Oh, do I have a heat gun handy? That is the question. Never. That's the one thing I'm always losing is my heat guns. I've got 2 of them, and yeah, we're just gonna go with it. All right, so I'm gonna try. And we're gonna try and like and gonna set him there. And because I kind of want it like underneath, so it's, I don't know, kind of, you know, and then I'll put a little bit more around it. And it doesn't have to be exact, you know. We're just gonna, I know, I definitely, oh, no, the other way, Bubba. There we go. Oh, that actually made it look kind of cool. All right, let's flip this one over here if we can. That way they're coated and they have some of that glow up on top of them. All right, so, but I want this hand going the other way. And like I said, this is like more of a trial run because I really don't, I don't want to do a huge piece for the collab and then have it just be a complete fail. And I needed some sort of decoration. I think I'm gonna put this on my kitchen table. Unless it comes out awesome, I might put it in on my website. All right, so instead of rolling him, I'm just we're gonna pour the resin, some resin on top, and then we'll swirl it. Oh yeah, that's looking good. All right, so I'm gonna use this dotting tool. And we're just gonna so if I put this on my dining room table when I shut the lights off at night, it is gonna be kind of spooky. No, 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 no. You just, no laying down on the job here, buddy. There we go. No. That one might be a lazy foot. We're just gonna go with it. Definitely is gonna, I think, look better in, you know, just swirled in the resin. Just like he's like lighting up the ground. Whoa. Yeah, and don't do that, guys. No, don't do that. All right. So I don't think it's too deep. I think I can actually maybe get some of these pieces in. Let's see, I don't want it too far back. There we go. And that way, that'll assure me that they're not going to move. And on this coffin, I want, once it sets, I want to dribble some like red on it. All right. Put that like that. I guess maybe we're going to be able to get these pieces in all at one time here. All right, so do I have another big? And these, I can't remember where I got them. Oh, I do. I have. All right, so I have a couple of bigger ones that I can use on my bigger scene. So that's good. I can use this one. All right, so let me. And that's if he doesn't fall over. And I want some another. And because my big one, I'm going to have a candle in the center. Do I want that there? Yeah. Why don't we'll put the, I guess we'll put these over here. All right, let's get some more glowing powder here. So yeah, we might be able to just get everything done and then I don't know if the leaves, I'm gonna have to turn that around so I can see that. All right. Oh. So let me start adding a little bit of moss. And this is just a big bag that I had got at Michael's in the flower section a long, long time ago. All right, so lay that. You know, and some of these stick up so it almost looks like little bushes. And I got some in my resin. We're just gonna stick it in there. And it'll just be something spooky in the grass. Let me move this back so you don't keep getting stuff in there. And this way, I guess we won't have to really glue anything. And we're just gonna skip past his head. All right, I guess I'm gonna have to turn this here so I can see what I'm doing. All right, so I want that one to look like a little bit of a bush. And we'll fill that corner in. And I absolutely love doing stuff like this, like making centerpieces, and I just really never done them in resin before. But you know, there's a first time for everything. And all right, so now You know, because I mean, in a graveyard, there's all kinds of creepy, crawly, cruddy stuff on the ground, right? And there's one thing I forgot. Where did, oh crap. I'm gonna have to put you on a pause and go get it. I brought it upstairs to show my husband. On my one of my videos, my hands were all gross and full of black paint because the thing that I was gonna use, I'm gonna use in this. I just don't know where I'm gonna put it now. Crap. All right, so let's get some little pine cones. Just gonna kind of add some color and texture. I like that one because the stem is showing. I'm gonna have that one leaned up on the tree. They had some big acorns on those trees. For little trees, they sure did. All right, let me try to find a couple of little bitty acorns. And these are from my yard. And I'm not even worried about washing these because this is like an outdoor themed thingy. I just want them to show it kind of, you know, it's going to be that fall vibe. There's a nice little double one. We'll just prop that right there. All right, so we're gonna add a little, maybe a little bit of color. I don't know. All my leaves feel like they're too big. Oh, but we gotta have a couple of spiders. We gotta have some spiders. That's my snippers. And these are just from Dollar General. They were $1. Okay, where just kind of put you right in there. And all right, I'm gonna have to go back to Michael's and get a couple more of these because these ones are way more realistic. So let's see. Let's kind of have him crawling there. Oh, right on his belly, right where that glow in the dark resin is. All right, so do we have room? Yeah, we could probably put a pumpkin on the side. I will use the bonding stuff for this one. And let me see. Oh, guys, I think the fence is going to work there. I think there's just enough moss to hold it in place. All right, let me get another section out. Oh. Come on, don't be doing that to me. No, no, no. And all right, I guess we're gonna put one on each side. And then that will still leave me a bunch for my next. And that way it has a little bit of color. See, it's already starting to get a little tacky. So what do I have? Aha! That'll work. I just need a skinnier one, something. Yeah. All right, so I guess well, we might as well, while we got everything going, let's mix up a little bit of red. Because I want a little bit of we'll just use this cup. And I just use a stick. All right. All right, so I'm gonna have to decide what I'm doing fast here because it's really starting to get thick. Gotta have, you know, some sort of blood dripping somewhere here. After all, it's Halloween. And might as well have some dripping down some of these tombstones, because this is so thick now that I think it's just gonna, if it does drip, it's gonna be minimal. You know, you don't want to overdo it, but you got to have enough that gives that illusion that and he's the culprit. He is the culprit. And then once it's completely cured, then before I end this, I'll bring you down and kind of show you from my angle, just so you can. I'm gonna have some blood dripping through the ground. I don't know if this is gonna just sink down too far and not get seen. I don't know. But there was a bloodbath in this cemetery. I'm telling you now. There was. And Mr. Spider-Man here. He obviously got into the blood. And I ended up leaving the white side here like an idiot. But that's okay. All right, so I'll take you down and bring you down for a closer look here. So that is where we're at right now. I do have one more thing that I'm going to, two more things, a pumpkin and a bird, but we will do that when I come back and it's all cured. So I'll be back in about 3.5 hours. It should be done. Alrighty, guys. Bye. Alrighty, guys. So this is all nice and dried. And this is what it is looking like so far. I am really impressed with this. So the only thing that I don't know is how the glow in the dark is going to work, but my husband's home, so we can, I can have him shut the light off. All right, so let me demold this little, I made a little skull. Oh, he's really cute. My youngest grandson wanted one black and red, so I told him I would make them, I'd kind of do 2 or 3 different ones, and he wants it to be like to put on his backpack, like a keychain. But So I'm just contemplating, do I drill his head or do I drill underneath? If I drill underneath, he's going to hang upside down. So I think I'm going to drill into his head. But before I do it, I will show it to him to see if this is what he wanted. He wanted red and black. So that is that. So this was a red cardinal. And I just spray painted it. Hang on. My phone just shut off for some reason. But so I just spray painted it black. And I let it dry. And he has little feet. So what I'm thinking is we're going to have him perched on like one of these tree branches. Kind of like that. So I am going to snip this wire off. Let me grab my snippers. Let's see. All right. Or do I want him perched on the fence? Let's see if I had him perched on that fence. No, I think he looks better in the tree. All right. So I just got this in. This is a 5-second curing strong adhesive. It's a UV resin kit for bonding. So it's a UV bonding agent is what it is. And it's by Let's Resin. So it comes with a bottle, your topper, and it comes with a light, which is pretty strong. I'm trying to get that green so it'll glow. So we're going to try this. I'm going to try bonding his feet to the tree in hopes that it works. And I need my kniff. All right. All right, I'm just going to use that. I've just finished up another project, so I'm on a roll today, guys. All right, so let's see. This is going to be like the instructions. Yep, we're doing good. All right, so 5-second curing, strong adhesive, only 3% shrinkage. Press and hold the switch to turn on the light. Use the USB port to charge. Squeeze the proper amount for the bonding parts. Ready the bonding parts for 5 to 10 seconds. Put the cap back on the bottle. So pretty self-explanatory. So this is the light. You just push that button. You can see it lights up. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put this on this branch. Just like that. And then we're going to set our little bird feet on there. And then I'm going to cure it, and then I'll put some more on the top just to make sure. That's already stuck on there, guys. This stuff is gonna be amazing. All right, so I'm just gonna put a little bit, because there's not, oh crap, there's not a lot holding that in place. And come on, light. There we go. That way there we have just that little extra assurance that he is bonded on that branch. And I did drop some, so I don't know where it is, but we're gonna cure down here somewhere. Oh, good. All right, so this is all done, guys, with the bird on there, with our little blood gory. All right, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna pop my UV light on top of it for a couple seconds. All right, I'm gonna run out, tell my husband to shut the lights off, and then when I come back, we'll shut this off and we'll see. All right, hang on one second, guys. All right, I just ran up the stairs and shut it off myself. All right, are we ready? Oh, that is freaking amazing. Oh, that really spread out way more than I thought. That is so cool. Oh, wow. I can't wait to find a spot to put this upstairs. So, yeah. And some of the bones are actually glowing a little bit brighter. I don't know if the camera's picking it up or not, but... And then around the tombstones. The spider even shows, the two spiders show up in the dark. Wow. All right, let me just put my other light on here for a minute. Okay. So instead of running up the stairs and then coming back and being all out of breath even more, yeah, so that's gonna conclude this video. I will get some close-up pictures and I will try to get some good, I'll try to get good ones of it glowing. So yeah. Alrighty, guys, thank you so much for hanging with me. Let me know what your thoughts are and if you would have done anything. Oh, wait, I forgot to put his little skull head in. Where is it? Oh, right here. There we go. We got to put his little head in there. Alrighty, guys, I will see you on the next one. Thanks for hanging with me. Bye.